Good evening, my name is Daney-Ann Thomas, President of the Portland Chamber of Commerce. As President of the Chamber, I was elected in 2012. So this is a new administration and I've done a lot of changes to our Secretariat and also to the fundamental basis on which the Chamber operates. We've tried to partner with a few other agencies to inspire others to join, and we're in a recession, just like everywhere else. And I think that the Chamber of Commerce is a voluntary organization and not many people have that time to invest because everybody's troubleshooting on how to improve their businesses. So what we've allowed our members to do is network a little bit more often and share ideas and motivate each other, and then hopefully that will produce a stronger membership base. And of course, if we have a stronger membership base, then there's a whole lot more that we could do. One of the things we want to do is teach our members how to brand Port Antonio as their own, because the destination is not so much Portland that is marketed as Port Antonio. So we want to help them empower their businesses, brand properly, and learn how to market themselves better, because I think that is one of the issues and the challenges that we've had, is that the brand is a little diluted and under advertised, so we need to strengthen that. And of course, the Chamber of Commerce is offering that service to all our members. We've advertised the closed circuit camera project. We started it in 2012, where we're hoping to put 12 cameras throughout the parish of Portland, 2 in Buff Bay, 2 in Hope Bay, and a few in Port Antonio in the hot spots. Port Antonio as a destination is the safest in the Caribbean. I really like to keep it that way. So by building infrastructure around that, then I suspect that people and investors would come, because of course we would have proof that we are not only safe, but we have infrastructure to ensure that it's that way. Another project that we had underway is of course the Port Antonio Water and Sewage and Drainage Project, which is dubbed PAWS. And a few weeks ago, we had the official opening ceremony, groundbreaking of the project. It's a $1.8 billion project, and Port Antonio stands to get proper drainage and sewage, which is something that the Chamber has been lobbying since January 2003. Port Antonio, Portland is 100% pure and it's paradise because of it. The best thing about having a business here is that there's great potential. I think Port Antonio, we're sitting here on the Errol Flynn marina and it's gorgeous, We're a very exotic looking place and we're very green. I think that Portland is very ripe for development, because at one point it was the place to come and it was, very developed. So I think for anybody looking to do business, the sky's the limit for coming here, because there's so much that you could do. The Chamber of Commerce, in partnership with the Tourism Product Development Company and the Resort Board, are going on a venture to see how we could inspire the raftsmen. I think Port Antonio is one of the first places in the world that had tourism, and tourism of course was born out of agriculture. What a lot of Portlanders don't know is that all of this started on the Rio Grande, where they would ship bananas down the river and take it to the boats further down. Now, we're not sure who made this popular. We're told that Errol Flynn used to romance many women down the river, but what we forgot is that us Jamaicans can do it as well. And also what's forgotten are the men who've invested their livelihoods in this project. So what the Chamber is seeking to do is strengthen rafting, inspire Jamaicans to go along and participate in this attraction, but also do it on Emancipation Day, August 1, where everybody can come in, enjoy themselves, get a little bit of culture and heritage in, and support this lifestyle that a lot of us have forgotten, unfortunately. The raftsmen are quite excited. In fact, I did research on the river a few weeks ago, very hard work. I had to sit there and learn and enjoy myself and just feel like I was in paradise for 2 hours. And what I was taught is that these men are professionals, and they do take their craft very seriously. But again, they're not rewarded, and they're not so popular. So I think that this is something that is really going to inspire them and boost morale, and I think it couldn't come at a better time, because Portland has been getting a lot of central attention. Like I said earlier, with the raft project that's coming up, with sewage system, with hotels being developed, with GJAM collections expanding. I think now is the time that we should definitely look at all these attractions and find a way to encourage them to develop into something that is, bar none, the best in the world. It's going to be a grand extravaganza. We're going to start out at Berrydale, which is where the rafting starts, and we'll have a few brand sponsors and other event partners with their displays. We're going to have the Mayor of Port Antonio, who is earmarked to be the patron of the events, start the day's activities, and then We're going to also have information booths out here to tell us a little bit about the history of Port Antonio, the history of Portland, the history of rafting, and we're going to have local participants to do cultural items and pieces at the start of the race. It's going to end at Rafters Rest, which is normally at the end of the 2-hour trek down the river, where we'll have a grand party and an award ceremony and just a grand celebration of not just emancipation, but of all of Portland history and all of us who've, made this a strong, beautiful parish. Well, you should come to the Emancipation Day Extravaganza and the Rio Grande Raft Race, because this is where you can bring your family, you can enjoy yourself, and you can come and inspire these raftsmen to continue to do the good work that they have been doing. And outside of that, you might just learn a little bit more about, a bit more about your culture that you've never heard before.